Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of SizWhippin. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back. Corona and all of that. But yeah, I've got a really nice car today to show you actually. I've got a 2020 Mercedes-Benz E220 diesel AMG line Premium Plus, which is just a bit of a mouthful, but let me show you the car. It looks great today. So you can see that this is the 70 plate. So it's just been registered in September, but it is not the facelifted version that is coming out. But yeah, let's start off with going through a bit of the details on the car. Firstly, the grille. I don't know what everyone else thinks about this grille. I like the Pan America grille, but obviously that's reserved for actual proper AMG cars. But this one here, the floating grille, as they call it, it's actually it works well on the car. I mean, the car is completely black on black, so for some people, they may want to black it out. But I kind of prefer the way that, you know, the little chrome bits offset against the black to give a bit more of that classic look. You know what I mean? When you run now to the lights, I just really like the way that they do the lights. Mercedes-Benz have stepped their game up. They just look so good, these lights. And there's not really much I can say, really. Bi-xenon lights, but nice nonetheless. Two-tone alloys are quite nice. I like them. 19-inch, black and silver. This car is wrapped around in Michelin Pilot Sport 3s all round. And yeah, some really big front discs for a non-performance car. See what it looks like as the convertible with the roof down. It just looks so good. Really not a convertible guy myself, but I like the way that this car is set up. Just taking you around now to the back. Personally, the back is okay. The back is tame, but it's going for that classic E-Class look, where obviously it's got the front rear lights go onto the side of the body and also onto the boot, which is something that is very famed for the E-Class. Obviously for this generation, the sedan didn't really do that compared to all the other E-Classes, but the coupe and the Cabriolet definitely do that. For the new facelifted version, I'll just drop a pic now, you can see that it also has the rear tail lights coming onto the body and onto the boot itself. Personally, would have probably gone for a bit more of a tinted look, just a bit darker. Moving on to the interior, great thing about a convertible is that you don't even need to get in. It's actually easier to film. You just drop the top down and voila, you can see everything from the outside and get closer up in. You see this has the uprated dual screens that the Mercedes have. And the interior of this car is just finished all black all around. It's quite a nice, decent steering wheel. As you can see, we've got paddle shifters on there, but I mean, I don't know if that is necessary for this car, but it is nice nonetheless to have it. It's with it doesn't have MBUX, the latest operating system. It has Mercedes-Benz Command, which is still good enough, if I'm honest with you. But really nice details on here. The seats. Oh, the seats are very comfortable. They've even got the air scarf in them as well, so you can have hot air or cold air blown onto your neck while you're going down. So you could drive this car in the winter, God forbid it doesn't rain, but you could drive this car in the winter with and still feel relatively warm. Now with my seating position, you can see that there is some space in the back. It is a 4-seater and you can get an adult in there, so pretty good from that aspect. The interior is very nice place to be. Very familiar for all Mercedes-Benz people. Across the model lineups with the dual screens, I think they work really well. They're really bright. The graphics on them are fantastic, and the usability of it is pretty good as well. The finishings in this car are another thing that I really love to see. Even down to the window switches, you can see that they themselves are also in a brushed metal, which is quite nice. There's a lot of really good contrast between brushed metal, chrome metal, and leather, and well, this is quite a fake, nasty sounding wood, but nonetheless, it is still a very beautiful cockpit sitting. This car comes with the uprated Bergmeister stereo as well, which sounds absolutely fantastic in this car. Really important part of this car. And you even get the Bergmeister here in the back as well, which is cool. So Mercedes done really well, I've got to say, when it comes to the interior of this car. And I love love the outside look of the car, especially from the front. Let me take it back there again. Just look at that. Bro, are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Like, look at that. That is just so nice. And another thing that I really like about this car, it's about the whole package, isn't it? It's even the key. The key just looks so cool itself as well. Really nice, simple design. And yeah, this car, I mean, look, let's take it out on the road and see what it feels like. Right guys, we're out on the open road. We're just now near Goodwood. We're just on the track adjacent to the Goodwood hill climb. So a lot of you car guys would know where that is exactly. There's a lot of twisties around, a few straights. So we're gonna get to grips with how this car feels to drive and how it handles the road. Now look, if I'm honest with you, I'm not expecting much from this car. It's a 2.1 litre diesel, pushing out 192 horsepower. So it's more incapable for like everyday driving, motorways, you know. But the reason why I brought it out to this side of the world is that I want to see how it would handle imperfections on the road, bumps and everything, and just see if it really is a baby S-Class, as a lot of people call the E-Class convertible and coupe, because really that is what it is essentially marketed as. We see that the price point of it starting from about £46,000, which is a lot of money. Obviously, with these days, with PCPs, hire purchases, finance in general, leases, it doesn't really matter so much about the total number, but more about your monthly, how much you're putting down, your deposit, and your monthly repayments, as we all know. But yeah, back to the car. Right, so far I've got it set just in comfort. Everything's just as normal. I've got the roof down and we're just cruising at about 40 miles an hour. Can I feel the bumps? Yeah, I do feel the bumps. You can definitely feel the imperfections, and if you know Goodwood, you know around the roads here aren't that great. And I'm feeling the bumps as we go over. But however, the Mercedes suspension is adapting quite well to it. I feel them as though the car's letting me know, by the way, there is a bump here. However, my back's not being shattered. Acceleration, let's see what it is when I put my foot down. Nothing really spectacular, if I'm honest with you. It is very sufficient in the way it delivers its power. It's progressive, it goes through the gears very well. So there's not really much to comment. It's not gonna be a driver-focused car. However, do I feel really relaxed in the car? Yeah, I feel properly relaxed in this car. I'm driving it with one hand. It is so easy to drive with this electric steering, but it makes it kind of feel slightly hydraulic, even though it is electric. You can drive this with one hand, just cruising along, enjoying the beautiful September sunshine in the UK. But it's what happens if we start to fiddle around with the dynamics here. So I've just gone from eco into comfort, put it into sport. Yep. Okay. Yep. There was a bit more throttle response over there. Definitely a bit more throttle response. Let's see now. I'm just crossing this road now, and I'm just going to see. Let's see what happens if we put it into Sport Plus. Okay, so we're in Sport now. Let's see, Sport Plus. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. It's still not a driver's car. It still definitely is not a driver's car. However, put it into Sport and Sport Plus, you definitely feel the suspension firm up as you would expect. You definitely feel the throttle response. Doesn't make it any faster, doesn't give it any more power, anything like that. You just get that throttle response and it just picks up and goes just that bit quicker than it does in Eco and Comfort, just as you would expect. Brakes, brakes, brakes. I bet that was quite noisy and windy. Let's put the top up and see how it fares Oh, doesn't want to listen to me. Let's put the top up and see how it fares with the roof up. Because that was the roof down. And I gotta say, I was quite impressed for a diesel convertible. Alright, let's get back on it. Another is just the driving experience on the road. It's also about what's going on inside that really matters. And once you put the roof back up, you've now put the car back into comfort. It does what a Mercedes-Benz is supposed to do. It's quiet, it's refined, it's extremely comfortable, and it ticks my boxes. So what's my final verdict on the Mercedes E220d? Engine-wise, it's sufficient. There's nothing really to shout about it. There's nothing really to praise it for. It is just sufficient. It will do what you need for the everyday person. I mean, fuel consumption, yeah, I'm hitting about, the car is supposed to hit in its 42 miles per gallon, which is, again, that's decent. It's better than my Mini that does like 26 miles per gallon. Comfortability, it is 9.5 out of 10 comfortable in terms of Mercedes-Benz. I'm not comparing it to a Rolls-Royce or Bentley. In terms of Mercedes-Benz standard, it's a solid 9.5 without a doubt. Personally, I probably would have gone for a coupe with a panoramic roof, but that's because I live in England. It's not always sunny. The weather's not always conducive for convertibles. But if you are to go for the convertible, one thing I'll definitely say is convertibles have come a long way. It's very well insulated in here. I'm not having to shout. Wind noise, yes, I do hear wind noise. But, I mean, it's completely up to you, really. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for continuing to watch SizWhippin. And if this is your first time, well, actually, this is for all of you. Please, please, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends. And there's going to be plenty more to come. But yeah, guys, please, please, please like this video. Subscribe because it helps me get into nicer cars like this and more. And I can bring you guys a lot more to see. All right, guys. Cheers. Bye.